20% of new business owners fail within the first year. So, what is it that makes the difference between those who fail and those who succeed? I believe it's in their mindset. Today, I'm sharing with you the 6 essential traits that I've identified the most successful entrepreneurs have. Be sure to stick around to the very end because I have a resource that'll help you test whether or not you have the entrepreneurial mindset to see that level of success for yourself. I'll show you where to get it at the end of the video. Hello there. If you are new here, my name is Corey Logaitis and welcome to my channel, the place for aspiring entrepreneurs to learn how to officially make their dream of going from an employee to an entrepreneur a reality. I myself am a 4th-generation entrepreneur and at one point in time was the 3rd generation to be running my family's business. Put it lightly, I've been surrounded by entrepreneurs literally my entire life. And at one point in time in my career was even being mentored by entrepreneurs that started Fortune 200 companies. I now specialize in helping aspiring entrepreneurs develop the mindset necessary in order to be able to get their business ideas up and off the ground and launched. So let's go ahead and dive into the 6 essential traits that I've identified are crucial to an entrepreneur's success. The first trait that I've noticed has been consistent among all the most super successful entrepreneurs that I've ever met in my life has been their ability to listen to others. It's really kind of crazy when you are in a room in a meeting with let's just say, like in my scenario, some of my mentors that were heading up Fortune 200 companies and being in a meeting and having them literally not say a thing. I'm not even kidding you. Like they would just be sitting there and listening to what everybody else around there is saying and absorbing each and every word. And it isn't until everybody has everything out that they actually take their take on it and repeat what they heard and share their perspective. A very wise entrepreneur is constantly collecting data and information and trying to get an understanding of what makes people tick, whether or not it's their employees, whether it is their customers, whether it's their vendors. They're always listening and trying to understand so that they can effectively communicate and be able to, inspire and motivate people to, be on the same page in their mission in what it is that they're looking to accomplish with their business. So definitely, first and foremost, if you are the type of person that always is so excited that you want to be talking all the time, one of the biggest shifts that you could do right off the bat to try to adopt this mindset is to make it an intention. Every time you have a conversation with somebody, that you just listen. You don't talk at all. You let the other person talk and you really absorb it first before choosing to speak. Number 2 is their ability to problem solve. So many, especially new entrepreneurs that I meet in my line of work, they encounter a problem and they just immediately kind of throw their hands up and say, this isn't working. They don't give it enough time. They're just like immediately after one try, they're like, that didn't work. Very successful entrepreneurs, they have plan A's, plan B's, and plan C's. And as a result of having all those different strategies and different ways about accomplishing the same thing, this shows their extraordinary ability to be able to problem solve and to especially problem solve on the fly. To be able to adopt this mindset as your own, the next time that you feel that there's a problem that's stopping you in your tracks, try to get creative. What resources, let's just say as an example, something pops up and you don't have the resources needed to be able to accomplish something. Well, instead of, having the mindset that there's nothing I can do, it's a big problem, it's stopping me from moving forward. Instead, try to think of what resources do I have access to that might allow me an opportunity to do something creative and get the same results. So in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be an effective problem solver. Number 3 is an entrepreneur's ability to lead. Not everybody is going to be an effective leader naturally. This is something that you can learn. And again, it really kind of stems from the first 2 things that I had shared with you. So an effective leader always is going to be somebody who is listening to those around them, as well as solving problems that pop up. So if you're able to exhibit these skills on a regular basis and be able to do so in order to help those around you, you're going to automatically be viewed as a leader. Of course, there's so many other factors that go into leadership. If this is a video that you would like to see me do as a topic all on its own, definitely go ahead and let me know. Of course, one's ability to lead an organization is essential, to an entrepreneur's success. Another trait that I see successful entrepreneurs all have is their patience, right? There's that saying that you have to plant the seeds in order to be able to harvest the fruit, and it doesn't happen overnight. This is so true, especially when it comes to building a business. And the most successful entrepreneurs play the long game. They are not looking for overnight wins. They are looking for wins that set them apart as having an impact in the long term as opposed to short-term gains. So in order to really be effective, you have to be patient. And let me just do a side note quick. This is one that I personally have difficulty with. So it's completely normal to have, certain mindsets that you have to adopt be difficult, no matter what it is your line of work. So for me, I am an entrepreneur. I mentioned I'm a fourth generation one. And the patience practice is one that constantly tests me because by default, my whole family, honestly, we are really impatient. We want things yesterday. And that is one of the reasons why we are so good at getting stuff done, because we're constantly, doing and doing and doing in order to see the results. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but I have to constantly remind myself on a regular basis to be patient. And that actually leads into the next trait I was going to share with you, which is regarding consistency. All successful entrepreneurs are consistent in their actions. Without that level of consistency, you're never going to get the results that you want. So you can't get extraordinary results with unextraordinary measures. Last but not least, the final trait that I see each and every successful entrepreneur has is their ability to push past failure. It is amazing when you think about how many super successful and famous entrepreneurs have failed so many times you can't even count it. Thomas Edison was famously quoted as saying, he found 9,999 ways to not build a light bulb because his 10,000th one was the one that ultimately worked. And thank goodness, because if it didn't, I wouldn't have this fancy lighting in my studio and you wouldn't have lighting in your home or, power for utilities and stuff like that. So with that said, imagine had he decided that the first time he did it, this ain't working for me. This world would be a very different place. So in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to push past that fear of failure. In fact, I'm going to share that I truly believe that entrepreneurs are, by definition, professional failures. Think about it. You have to fail so many times that eventually you make money from it. Make sure you remember this. If fear of failure is the one thing that's holding you back from becoming an entrepreneur, that the sooner that you're able to conquer that fear and really take action despite the failure is the closer you're going to be to the ultimate success that you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed learning about these key entrepreneurial success traits. But if after listening, you're still curious as to whether or not you have what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur, I've got a free quiz that can help. Check out the description below and take my entrepreneurial mindset quiz. In it, it's only 8 questions. It will walk you through whether or not you are a natural or your mindset needs some work. And if so, give you the tools and resources you need to be able to make it happen. If you made it this far and watching today's video, drop me a comment below with the word success. I'd love to be able to personally reach out to you and thank you for watching through all the way to the end. Enjoyed what you learned in today's video and are ready for more? Be sure to check out these videos next. And if you truly found value in this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I'll see you next time.